6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. Prime Minister says political stability is inevitable to achieve economic stability, attract investment and ensure development in the country. Shehbaz Sharif will leave for Baku today on a two-day official visit to Azerbaijan. Economic Coordination Committee of the Cabinet has allowed Pakistan LNG Limited to execute proposed framework agreement with State Oil Company of Azerbaijan. National Assembly was informed today that all institutions are cooperating in evacuation of population from vulnerable coastline areas in view of Cyclone Biparjoy. Pakistan Meteorological Department has forecast widespread wind, dust, thunderstorm, rain in various districts of Sindh and Balochistan during the next 3 days due to the very severe cyclonic storm. Asian Cricket Council has announced schedule of Asia Cup 2023. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif says political stability is inevitable to achieve economic stability, attract investment and ensure development in the country. Addressing a ceremony in connection with the inauguration of development projects in Islamabad today, he said the political opponents are spreading false propaganda and misleading the nation. The Prime Minister said that previous government breached its own agreement with the International Monetary Fund, due to which the confidence of the fund in Pakistan shattered and it is now hesitant to resume its agreement. However, he said the current government has met all the conditions of the IMF and the program would resume very soon. The Prime Minister said previous government ignored development projects and work on the reconstruction of IJP road was also going on at a snail's pace. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif is leaving for Azerbaijan today, as per government's policy to strengthen bilateral cooperation and build win-win partnerships. In a tweet today, he said he is undertaking this visit at the invitation of Azerbaijan President Ilham Aliyev. The Prime Minister said other than expediting early finalization of preferential trade agreement, he will hold important talks with the Azerbaijani leadership to open up avenues of cooperation in energy, banking, financial services and IT sectors. He said translating excellent bilateral political ties into a solid relationship of trade and investment remains a fundamental goal for us. Economic Coordination Committee of the Cabinet has allowed Pakistan LNG Limited to execute the proposed framework agreement with State Oil Company of Azerbaijan Republic. The decision to this effect was taken at a meeting of the ECC held in Islamabad today with Minister for Finance Mohammad Ishaq Dar in the chair. The ECC approved 404.769 million rupees in favor of the Cabinet division for various requirements of 6 aviation squadron. The National Assembly is continuing discussion on the budget for the year 2023-24. Participating in the debate, Federal Minister Mia Javed Latif said the budget has been presented in a difficult economic situation. Ghaus Bakhsh Mahar said work should be accelerated on CBAC. Minister for National Food Security Tariq Bashir Chima said the government is giving consideration to the promotion of agro-based economy. He said this is the first budget in which allocations have been made for the solarization of tube wells. Apprising the National Assembly about the latest situation with regards to the cyclone, Minister for Climate Change Sherry Rahman said cyclone, which is to make landfall tomorrow, will affect coastal areas of Sindh, especially Badin, Thatta, Malir and Sajawal district. She said safeguarding the lives of people is our top priority. She said the people should take precaution and fully cooperate with the authorities engaged in the coastal areas for their protection. Minister for Climate Change Sherry Rahman says all state institutions, including Rangers, Maritime Agency and Coast Guards, are fully cooperating with the evacuation of the people from the coastal area in the wake of Cyclone Biparjoy. Chairing the meeting to review arrangements in the face of Cyclone Biparjoy, she said Karachi will not be directly affected by the cyclone. However, its impacts can hit the city. She said 75 relief camps have been established in different schools and colleges in the areas which can be affected by the cyclone. Minister for Power Khurram Dastagir says on the directives of Prime Minister, efforts are being made to ensure uninterrupted power supply in Sindh, especially in Karachi and Hyderabad regions during Cyclone Biparjoy. Addressing a news conference in Islamabad today, he said speedy winds and rain have disrupted docking of RLNG in Karachi, causing temporary decline in electricity generation and increase in load shedding. He said we have mobilized 5 distribution companies to support HASCO and KESC to avoid breakdown, while Ministry of Petroleum has diverted gas supply to Karachi and Hyderabad. This is Radio Pakistan. Pakistan Meteorological Department has forecast widespread wind, dust, thunderstorm, rain with some very heavy falls in various districts of Sindh and Balochistan during the next 3 days due to very severe cyclonic storm Biparjoy over northeast Arabian Sea. The very severe cyclonic storm over northeast Arabian Sea now lies at a distance of about 370 kilometers southwest of Karachi, 355 kilometers southwest Thatta and 290 kilometers south-southwest of KT Bandar. Maximum sustained surface winds are 150 to 160 kilometers per hour around the system center, and sea conditions being phenomenal around the system center with a maximum wave height of 30 feet. Dust, thunderstorm, rain with isolated heavy falls likely in Hub, Lasbela districts of Balochistan during the next 2 days. Pakistan and the European Union have agreed to enhance parliamentary cooperation. The understanding to this effect was reached during a meeting between Minister of State for Foreign Affairs Hina Rabbani Khar and EU Chair of Delegation for Relations with Countries of South Asia Nicola Parasini in Brussels. In her meeting with the Vice Chair of the Subcommittee on Human Rights, member of the European Parliament Bernard Guetta, the Minister of State briefed him on human rights violations in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir and also discussed developments in Ukraine. Both sides agreed to enhance engagements in the future. Saudi Ambassador to Pakistan Nawaf bin Saeed Al Maliki called on Minister for Religious Affairs Talha Mahmood in Islamabad today. They discussed the arrangements for the Hajj 2023. The minister thanked Saudi Ambassador for ensuring comprehensive Hajj arrangements. The ambassador also appreciated Ministry of Religious Affairs for providing best facilities to Pakistani pilgrims. Indian occupied forces continued raids on House of Pro-Freedom activists in Shopania, Pulwama and Islamabad districts of Indian occupied Jammu and Kashmir. According to Kashmir Media Service, Senior Vice Chairman of APHC, Ghulam Ahmad Gulzar, in a statement said that the RSS regime led by Narendra Modi has declared a full-fledged war on Kashmiri people. He said that the ongoing raids and arrest spree and attachment of properties by dreaded Indian agencies like National Investigation Agency, State Investigation Agency and Special Investigation Unit are meant to punish the Kashmiris for demanding their fundamental right to self-determination. Meanwhile, Indian government is going to deploy over 60,000 additional paramilitary personnel across the occupied territory in the name of upcoming Hindu pilgrimage Amrath Yatra, scheduled to begin from next month. China and the Palestinian Authority have agreed to establish a strategic partnership following a meeting between Chinese President Xi Jinping and Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas in Beijing today. According to Chinese state media report, Xi Jinping told Abbas that China is ready to promote friendship and cooperation in all fields. He said China is also willing to promote an early, comprehensive, just, and lasting settlement of the Palestinian issue. Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko has said his country has started receiving delivery of Russian tactical nuclear weapons. In a media interview, he said that these bombs are 3 times more powerful than those dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Asian Cricket Council has announced the schedule of Asia Cup 2023. As per the schedule, the event will begin on 2nd of September and conclude with the final on 16th of same month. The matches will be played in hybrid manner in Pakistan and Sri Lanka. In the first match of the event, Pakistan will face India on 2nd of September. Divided in 2 groups, 6 teams, Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal, and Afghanistan will take part in the event. And finally, the weather. Mainly very hot and humid weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, dust with thunderstorm and rain with isolated heavy falls, isolated hailstorm is likely in Kashmir, Punjab, Islamabad, Gilgit-Baltistan, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, East and South Balochistan and Sindh. Intense dust storm, thunderstorm and rain with isolated heavy falls is expected in lower Sindh. Dust storm and dust raising winds are likely in the plain areas of the country. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan.